Hello everyone, this is Marie with tetelestaicreations, and I wanted to make a little video showing how to get my cast-on sacks or bonnets onto your knitting machine. This knitting machine here is a Home Profit 72 needle cylinder, and I'm going to show you how to get one of my cast-on bonnets from purchasing it to on your machine. So what I do is I make a hung hem, and this is a picot edge. You can do this for the top of your sock, and it's really cool and pretty, and it makes a great cast-on bonnet. So if you order it and you specify how many needles your cylinder is, I'll preset them for you. But if you don't and you get my cast-on bonnet, then what you'll need to do is I'll show you. Get it as close as it can and still focus. So in there, see, that's a little picot hem right there. And what you're going to do is in between these peaks, there's a little loop. Here's one right here. So you're going to pull that loop up and you're going to set it on your cylinder. And then you're going to hook in between the next picot and pull the next loop up. So what that'll do for you is the easiest way I found is, oh, there we go, it focused. Okay, so I like to start on the right side of my cylinder on my half mark. That's just where I start. That's where I like to start most of my projects, is right here at the half mark. So you're going to take that loop that I just showed you, you're going to pull it up, and you're going to hook it on. And you're going to want to do that on every other needle, all the way around the cylinder. Mine is a 72, so I'll need 36 little loops hooked on every other needle. If you have a 60 needle cylinder, you'll want to do 30, etc. And you're going to do every other needle all the way around for the needles that are up and that you have easy access to. I'm going to try and keep my hand out of your way here. This is my first sock machine demo, so I hope it turns out really well. This is just a little demo on casting on with a bonnet that I personally make myself. And so you just go all the way around, hooking these little loops. Now they'll be pulled up probably when you order it, but like I said, if you don't specify, I just send them so that you can do that yourself. And it doesn't have to be every other loop in the picot edge here. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice that my hand was in the way. Can you see those cylinders? Those needles? Okay. So I'm going to try and get my hand out of the way here. I'm just hooking into one of those threads in between the little peaks. And it doesn't have to be every valley that goes on every other needle. You just hook it on there. Now make sure you get all the yarn though. Don't split the yarn, and if you do, try and go back and hook it up and make sure you get all the yarn in your little cast-on bonnet right here. Now these are made so that if you happen to break a loop, you can hook on to another loop. There's 3 in each one of these that you can hook onto. And now you're going to want to go all the way around like this, making sure that all the latches in between are open. Then you're going to take your waste yarn, run it through your machine like you would normally run your waste yarn through, pull it through, and what I do is I guide it past all these needles, and I get it put right there at my my cast-on mark. And then I'll grab hold of the bonnet and just give a gentle pull. And then I'll just gently ease it around. I'm just gently pulling. I'm not yanking. It's just a gentle pressure until all of these needles become available, because these were all hidden. Then I go back and I grab a little loop and I hook it on. And another little loop and hook it on all the way around with my scrap yarn or waste yarn. I like yarn, so I don't think any of it's just waste. I try to reuse all my cast on yarn. And there we go. Now be careful. See how those are riding up right there? You'll want to keep an eye on that. There we go. And this will be the last loop of the sock. So then, a gentle tug. See, I'm just like putting my hand under here, squeezing it and just gently pulling down. And then I'm going to slowly turn the handle while my cast on yarn is on there. And I'm just gently pulling down. Now I'm going to make my tension just a little bit tighter, my loops. That's how you adjust it on this Home Profit, is right here. And make the loops a little smaller. And then you're cast it on. And that's how you cast on with one of my cast on bonnets. Now most of the time they're going to be pretty well set. Let me get this out of the way here. So this is a bonnet that I just made for an order. It's really cute. And it's got my scrap yarn on. See, my cast on yarn. So what you do, and you can see these loops, I pulled them up. They're very visible right there. They're all set. It's 472. It won't come with a scrap yarn on. I will remove my scrap yarn and just undoes just really easy like that. And what I do is I'll put them onto my machine like it is right now, and then I'll put some weight on it, and then I'll moisten them. See the little loops already pulled up? Right there. Okay, so then I moisten these and I let them sit till they dry. And then I'll package it up for you, and when you get it, it'll be ready to go. Or it'll come like this one here, just nice and smooth with the little picot edge. Oops, let me get it right there. There you go. With a little picot edge. And you'll need to pull the loops up in between each edge. See if I can get it to where it'll focus. There we go. So just like that. And you just pull that little loop up and hook it on. And just so long, let's see if it refocuses, just so long as you have even tension all the way around your cylinder. You don't have to get every other needle or every sixth needle or every third needle. What you'll do is you just want to get even tension. And then if you're going around and you find that one has thread across it on several needles and it's not casting on properly, you just take a loop and you pull it over that needle and you pull up another loop over on top of the other needle, and you continue to crank around and it'll catch on. And you just crank until you see that it's all caught on and nice and tight and snug on there. And then you stop where you would normally stop, start your project. I do a toe up sock. So I crank around, then I lift all of my needles on this side here. This is how I like to do it. And then I continue to crank around with my hand still pulling down on the cast on bonnet. And then I pull to the back like this. Oh, you can see? Where do I see? Right there. See how there was a drop stitch right here, and it did catch on right there. It caught itself. So then what I do is I drop my scissors. I just come a ways around, not all the way back around. I clip my waste yarn, and then I pull it out of the way. And I have these little clippy things. I watched another guy on YouTube with these. These are amazing. So what I do is I just clip my yarn like that. And then when I cast on with my project yarn on this side, I just run it through my yarn carrier, through this loop. I take another clippy, and I'm going to drop that too. I take another clippy, and I just clip it on and let it dangle. Then I'll put on my buckle. So this is the buckle that comes with my machine. And what I'm going to do, let's see if I can zoom out a bit and show you guys. So you open it up like this, and what I like to do is, these are my half marks right here on each side. When I put my buckle on, I like for it to line up with those. That's just me. That's just the way I am. So what you do is under the machine, let's see if I can move you guys without messing up the camera too much. Okay, so you pull your bonnet out. I'm going to pull it where you guys can see it. You take your buckle, and this is what I learned. You go down through the attic and out the back door. So you take it and you go down through the top of the buckle, and then it comes out the back door, and then what you do is you flip the buckle over and you add your weight like that, and then you're set to knit. And you can add your weights, however many weights you like to use, however you like to do it, whatever method down here you like to do. It's all set. I make this out of really thick, it's kind of like I-cord yarn, and it makes a great cast-on bonnet. Let's see if I can get a little string of it, if I haven't clipped everybody's strings off yet. Let's look on this one, because I just made this one and took it off the machine and went, oh, what a great time to make a cast-on bonnet. Let's see. I think that's not gonna, oh, you know what? This is my leftover yarn from my project. So let's see if I can get a good close-up of that for you guys. Come on. Focus. There we are. See? It's like I-cord. And it works really, really, really great. I am not exactly sure what it's called. Some sort of woven yarn. I generally use 100% cotton, but sometimes I use, oh my goodness, that thing's totally out of focus. There we go. I generally use cotton for my cast-on bonnets, but sometimes I'll use a synthetic yarn if I don't have any cotton, but I have an order. Sometimes it's a mixture, but I use a good high-quality yarn. I like vintage yarns, so I like yarn. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'm going to include this on my listing, so if you are watching it, great. If you have any questions, you can always email me or leave a message, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Well, thank you for watching, and have a blessed day.